Yeah, Spencer here. Hello? Hello? Speak up. I can't hear you. Hello? Is this a bad connection? Listen, if you got something to say, say it, or I'm gonna hang up.
Didn't you want to speak to your father?
Your custom calling feature is working. However, the number you're trying to reach is out of range of your service area, or the number you're trying to reach is not compatible with your telephone system.
Figures.
You liar! Where is my son? You take me to him. You take me to him now!
Laura, I don't have Lucky. I want to help you get him back, but you have to listen to me. What did Luke tell you?
Why do you want to know? So you can tailor your story to match his? Why don't you just tell me the truth for once?
Laura, it would be simpler if you'd let me explain the events as they happened.
Yeah, okay, go ahead.
All right. And when the police uncovered the link between my mother and Faison, I realized she couldn't have employed him for the sole purpose of killing Catherine. Eventually, I discovered she was siphoning money to an estate in Nova Scotia. I followed her there. That is where I found Lucky.
When?
Early February.
Oh my God. Is that before or after you asked me to marry you?
I made plans to free Lucky. But by the time I had my people in place, Helena had moved him. It took some time to learn his new location, but as soon as I did, I found it. I went in, and I got him away from her.
And you took him to your country house?
Yes, for a medical examination. I wanted to be certain that he hadn't been harmed in any way.
Did you think I was gonna love him less if he was?
Laura, all I was trying to do was what I felt was right for you.
How? How could it be right? Not to tell me that my son was alive. I don't get it. What? Tell me, what were you trying to accomplish here?
I watched you mourn, Lucky. I pulled you off those train tracks. I was not going to expose you to that kind of pain again, not till I was sure I could bring him back to you.
Well, if that's true, then I should understand. You made a mistake, but your motives were good.
Yes.
I don't believe you. I can't.
No.
Hey, man.
No,
Claude said you... Am I interrupting something?
No, it's all right. Well, it's not all right. Hey, look, you want to keep a secret? Get yourself a Swiss bank account, man. Now, 2 weeks ago, I was inside every one of these security codes. These are the financial accounts of all the Cassadines. But they've all been changed.
So you didn't find anything?
Roy, I found my son.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, he was in a cabin. I saw him through the window, not 15 feet away from me. He's alive.
Oh, Luke. How'd he look?
He looked good, man. Different. I guess he would after whatever he's been through. Maybe he's grown up a little bit. If I'd had another 5 minutes, I would have got him out of there. But Stefan Cassadine showed up with the troops, and they hauled him off.
What can I do?
So far, nothing. Thanks. Laura's getting what she can out of Stefan. And I'm sure Felicia's already told Max Scorpio, so like it or not, and I don't, the cops are gonna be all over this thing.
So Laura's talking to... When did you tell Laura?
Just a few hours ago.
Okay.
Oh, man, she was, well, you can imagine her kid's alive. And now there's nothing that matters but getting him back. So, I didn't want to leave her there, you know, talking to Cassadine alone, but maybe she can get something out of him. Me, I'm trying to track him and the Queen of Darkness and see where they're hanging upside down and dropping their change these days.
On second thought, I believe you're right. It's better if you don't speak to your father just yet. Why get Luke all excited for nothing?
We're headed for the interstate.
Oh, we have other places to visit, Lucky. Oh, poor Charles will always be there, if you decide you want to return someday.
Will I get the choice?
That remains to be seen.
How many times have you lied to me? I can't even keep track. You say that you found out Lucky was alive in February, but, you know, I don't know. Maybe you knew all along. Maybe you were the one who hired Faison to take him.
For what possible reason?
I don't know. To make sure that Nikolas had my undivided attention, or to make sure that the last bond between me and Luke was broken, so that we would never get back together again.
You know, if you remember, just before we heard Lucky died, you had agreed to go away to Paris with me. It was hardly in my best interests to leave you prostrate with grief.
But you let me believe that my mother was dead all those years. You let me grieve for her.
I was saving your mother's life.
Oh, right, from Helena. You know, it's amazing how much you hate your mother, considering what a great excuse she turns out to be. You can do virtually anything and blame it on her. You can even kidnap my son.
Laura, you can't believe that.
It's just as plausible as you going off to Nova Scotia to follow Helena. With you, I can't tell the difference between the truth and a lie. All I know is that I had a family here in this house. I had a husband and a son and a daughter, and yes, you made it possible for Nikolas to save Lulu's life, but in return, I lost Luke, and I believed that my son was dead. Was that it? Was that the price? I wish you would have just told me. I mean, oh my God, not that I wouldn't have paid it, but at least I would have known what I was giving up. And maybe I would have had a chance to say goodbye.
I guess I gotta make another trip to Switzerland. Maybe in person I can charm the security codes out of them.
What's the alternative?
Well, just wait for Stefan to make a move or try to pick up Helena's scent. Anything more hostile risks their hurting him. See, that's what makes this so tricky, Roy. These people are quite capable of killing him just to cover their tracks. And I know it makes no sense because they've been keeping him alive for a year.
Yeah, he's got to be valuable to them. They've been moving him around. They have these guards. They staged his death in the first place. Wouldn't go to all that trouble if you're just going to kill him.
You'd think. You know, a few years ago, I staged Laura's death. It was the same idea. Fire. A body that couldn't be fully identified. I did it to keep her away from Cassadine and to keep him away from her mother. It's ironic, isn't it? Roy, you say that you never think about trying to escape. Lucky would. I know he would. He would expect me to rescue him.
That's what you're doing, right?
That's what I'm trying to do. I just gotta find where to look next. Damn it, man, he was 40 miles away. Now he could be anywhere.
And where is Lucky now, Stefan? You must have some idea where to begin looking.
I'm sorry, I don't.
How do I know that that's the truth? How do I know that you're not going to go out of this house and find Lucky and make sure that he never comes back again because he might contradict your story? How do I know that?
Laura, how can you believe that I would harm your son? How can you believe that? I risked everything for you. I waited through months and years until you were ready to come to me.
You systematically dismantled my life until you were the only choice I had left.
It was never my intention to be the man you settled for. I wanted to be the man you loved. I was going to prove that love by bringing your son home to you.
Oh. I see. I understand now. So Lucky was a tool for you, a way for you to look good in my eyes.
You're determined to misunderstand.
Oh, no, I understand. I understand finally. You're a Cassadine, Stefan. Just like the rest of them. Where is Lucky?
I don't know.
Get out of my house.
You're making a mistake, Laura.
If you suddenly produce Lucky, the authorities are going to take it as confirmation of your guilt, that you have been holding him all along.
The boy will tell them otherwise. Laura was wrong not to believe me. I am going to prove that I didn't kidnap Lucky Spencer.
But you did, didn't you?
Nikolas.
You kidnapped my brother and made us all believe that he was dead.
Oh, hi. Come in.
Hi.
Did you get anything?
No. Stefan said that his mother has Lucky, but he doesn't know where.
Do you believe him?
Stefan will say whatever he wants to suit his purpose. You knew that about him, and you tried to warn me, and I didn't listen. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about so many things, Luke.
I had Andreas include a chessboard in our luggage. Would you like to play a game?
I'd rather just look out to the view. I'm not used to being able to see where I'm going.
You and I are going to see a great deal together, Lucky. I've designed quite a little tour. Especially for you.